there, these are the visual directions for the role of interpreter. No matter what text you were assigned, the role of interpreter is essentially the same. So let's say I was assigned the short story 11 and I'm the interpreter. So once the investigator has performed his or her job, you're ready to begin. So you're going to open the short story that your team deconstructed and read and analyzed, and you're going to look over the highlights and the notes, the comments that your investigator made. So I noticed that my investigator highlighted two pieces of evidence for reason one. So my first reason was that all Rachel does is think only of herself throughout the entire school day. So as a good reader, you need to ask yourself, does this evidence truly support that Rachel, all she did was only think about herself? So this one says, maybe because I'm skinny, maybe because she doesn't like me. The stupid Sylvia Saldivar says, I think it belongs to Rachel. I do think that supports the fact that all Rachel does is think only of herself. Then I'm going to look at my second piece of evidence that my investigator provided for that reason. Of course it's yours, Mrs. Price says. I remember you wearing it once because she's older and the teacher, she's right and I'm not. Now, I feel that doesn't really is not the best piece of evidence for reason one. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that comment and I'm going to unhighlight that piece of evidence. And as a reader, I feel that this one here provides better evidence. Not mine, not mine, not mine. But Mrs. Price is already turning to page 32 and math problem number 4. This piece of evidence supports more clearly that Rachel is only thinking about herself. And remember, the more evidence you can find for a reason, the better, because good lawyers always have more than one piece of evidence. So I'm going to go ahead and comment on that. So once I've collected all my pieces of evidence for all my reasons 1, 2, and 3, I'm ready to do the regraphic organizer. And if you don't know where it's located right inside your box. You can click on the link. So once I have that open, I'm going to fill out each page for each of my 3 reasons. So I have to write reason number 1. And if I go back to my boxes and bullets, reason number 1 is that Rachel's immature and still needs to grow up. I can just copy and paste that right here. There you go. Next, my evidence. And again, I can just copy and paste that. And I don't want all that highlighting, so I'm just gonna put none. And since this is evidence, I'm gonna put this in quotation marks and provide where I got it from. This is very important because if I don't provide where I got it from, I'm going to forget where it is. And this just helps. And this is paragraph 1 of page 2. Next, my second piece of evidence for reason 1. Again, I'm going to copy that and then I'm going to paste it. And again, I'm going to take away the highlighting just so it doesn't look all confusing. And this is also page 2, paragraph 4. And there. Once I've collected my evidence, now I'm ready for the third step of the REE strategy, which is my explanation. And so your job is to interpret the evidence, explain it in your own words. How does this prove your reason and defend your claim? So I can say, in other words, Rachel is just thinking about how this red sweater situation affects her and not the teacher. Rachel is not thinking about Mrs. Price. Of course, Rachel is only 11, but at the same time, she should be a little more selfless and think about learning instead of the red sweater. When Sylvia Saldivar claims the red sweater is hers, all Rachel can think of is that it is not hers. In fact, she repeats this 3 times. Not mine, not mine, not mine. And there, once I've provided my explanation for my first reason, I'm ready to do reason 2. And that's how you would begin, fill out this Read graphic organizer. And once you've completed the entire organizer, you are ready for discussion.